Oh yeah, go America! America! Wow, this coverage sucks. This reminds me of 6th grade swim class when the coach told me, "Hey Johnny, why don't you go jump off the high beam with your eyes open?" Speaking of which, I should probably talk to that because I almost drowned. No, man. This is red butt all over again. What the heck is going on?
In 13, Eli Tomac in 28th position. We've got our work cut out for us, America.
You know, we smashed them this weekend.
What do you think? We're getting a riding school here, so yeah, you should pay attention.
On the American side, there is just less good American riders. Top.
Wait, editor, just hold up 1 second. This would not be America. I think that's how you say it, right? That's how we pronounce it. America. If we didn't have excuses. So let me just tell you some excuses that the U.S. has. Whoa. Hold your horses. The grill master actually does make a point, though. And he did say America wrong. It's America, not America.
Big league.
But it goes back to the 20-80 rule. It's an analogy that says 20% of your time/effort, let's just say this is Supercross, produces 80% of your income. So if we take Supercross, which is January to May, that's 5 months, divided by 12 for the year, we're going to get somewhere like 40-ish percent plus testing time. Okay, maybe the 80-20 rule is not a good example, but my point is that most manufacturers care more about Supercross than they even do the GPs, let alone this little thing called AMA Pro Motocross here in America.
The Supercross Championship is the #1 goal.
And if we had to take a pie chart, it would probably somewhere go around 60% of the income, the bonuses, the sponsorship money that these manufacturers are given is going to go to Supercross. Then 30% is going to be leaked overseas to the GPs. And then 10% remaining is going to go to American motocross. So I feel bad for Eli Tomac because in his 3 years of winning the championship, which is awesome, it's nice that he had a three-peat, you know, God bless him, love him, one of the best riders in the world. But I have a feeling Cooper Webb won more money than he did with winning only 1 championship than winning 3 in a row. And it kind of sounds like I'm making excuses for the Americans, which I sort of am, but let me finish here. Hurlings and Koldenoff and Prado and Tim Geiser, these guys are badass dudes on dirt bikes, especially... Can this guy get a speech therapist? Like, it's especially S, not X. He's done this a few times. In the outdoors. But their season is late February to early September, and all they focus on is outdoor motocross. Where us in America, it's an afterthought. Motocross is, oh man, okay, now let me just get into the flow of things. And in the GPs, that's, you live and breathe that, you ride that all the time. So these guys are going to be fast at it. They are testing all year long. Their teams are more geared towards motocross just in general. And most of the teams here in America, nobody really wants to actually say this, but they tell their riders, hey, we would rather you not race the Motocross of Nations because we don't want to risk you getting hurt. You signed a contract for AMA Supercross. We're paying you $2 million, $5 million, $250,000, whatever their contract says, to go win an AMA Supercross title, not beat guys over GPs because that you're only going to race once a year. Yeah, it's pretty damn cool to represent your country, but we'd rather you not. And some teams actually tell them they can't.
No!
I wouldn't say a second-tier team over in America, but we don't get the top best guys right off the bat. It's been a while. Maybe last one was like 2015 when we had Villopoto and Dungey. I'd have to look it up. But we had a pretty good team this year with Osborne, Cooper, and Anderson. All right, so now that I got America's excuse out of the way, what? Okay, just back it up. There's this big argument that like Hurlings and Prado are the best riders in the world. Absolutely, these guys are amazing riders at motocross, but if they were to come over to Supercross, I don't think they'd win the championship. They might get on the podium, they might win a race or so, but they're going to have a strict learning curve because Supercross is such a different type of riding where you're just constantly seat bouncing up in the air, go through some whoops. You have a little bit of air time to brake, but it's a totally different style of racing than just being squirrely and going as fast as you can through hard-packed dirt, loamy dirt, sand, whatever terrain you give it at. It's different.
Do you want to bet?
It's just different. So the argument that one rider is better than the other, we don't actually know until these guys come over here and start kicking our ass at our own game. If you look at Roxon, Muscan, you know, these guys had a learning curve coming to Supercross. Now, don't get me wrong, they are amazing Supercross riders, but it has taken a little bit of time to catch on to just the different style of riding. And another thing about going overseas to the Motocross of Nations is you're only as good as your last race. So the Americans don't want to get hurt and ruin their chances because you got guys like Malcolm Stewart, Justin Bogle, Justin Barsha, that have championships under their belt, but then they've also been left with no rides before. And they've been proven that they can win motos on any given day. It's retarded how the whole industry is set up. The industry looks at these riders as numbers to what they can gain to their bottom line, not as necessarily human beings and just assets. At the local level, I see, and I love things at the local level because it's more of a family community. But at the professional level, it is definitely the farthest thing from that. But
I made $970,000 last year. How much you make?
Getting back to the actual Motocross of Nations, awesome to see Koldenhoff go 1-1. I personally thought Hurlings, you know, because it's his home track too, was going to be the one to go 1-1. And if you saw him on the podium, he actually looked rather distraught about the whole thing. And
It was a tough one. It was like a big gamble today with the mud, and twice I missed the start, and I went down second motor a few times, but you know, I put the guys back up the box, you know, with a second and a fourth. But
it was really cool to see Prado on a 450. And this guy, I feel, is going to give Hurlings and Koldenhoff and Caroli a run for their money come next year. It's going to be fun to watch. I would really like to see Prado come to America. I would even like to see Hurlings come to America and race Supercross, but you're going to follow where your paycheck goes, and I'm pretty sure that KTM has got him locked into the MXGPs. But then Tim Geiser, just coming off of a championship win, and he went 1-2 in his motos. You throw that guy in the mix, and honestly, I think I'm going to have more fun watching the GPs than the outdoor motocross. Anyway, that was a very quick synopsis on my thoughts of why America sucked and what I was happy with the Motocross of Nations. So if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy this, well, there's also that dislike button there next to it, so you can hit that one too. But, I keep saying but. Gonna have to do a lot of editing. Anyway, this is Johnny Hopper. Until next time, brop. I need to give up.